go ahead and get your drink of water, and I am going to get suited up for the second part. We were just testing this, so I did not take the time to go grab something to put my hair up with. They were just testing this for me. I'm not feeding this to anybody, so I think we will be good to go. Okay, this is the second half of chat number 380. That means if you are brand new or if you have just joined us recently, you have 379 other chats to go back and watch. Maybe that should be your homework, just kidding. You can find all of those on YouTube. That's just youtube.com. Search If You Have an Egg. They are all posted on Facebook. It's a little bit easier to find them in kind of chronological order, newest to oldest, though, if you go over to YouTube, and you can just let them run. So if you're doing something like working, you can put in your AirPods, just let the chats run. You could just listen to them. You don't actually have to see them unless you want to see the second half. I'm just saying. Okay, so this is the second half of chat number 380. We did have an anonymous benefactor send something from it wasn't actually something on my Amazon wish list, but they selected this. So whoever you are, thank you. Thank you for this, and we're going to test this live just for you. So whoever this person was, again, sent something similar to something that I had on the Amazon wish list. If you would like to help out with that, I have posted this, the last 3 chats, I think, or Casey has posted it for me, what the Amazon wish list, how to get to the Amazon wish list, and that is just another way that y'all can help a little or a lot to get things that we need here in the showroom to be able to do these chats. So you can do like Carol Lou did, and just send gift cards. And we can apply those towards other things. I'm actually saving those up, Carol Lou, so don't fret. I have not forgotten about them. I'm trying to save up for something bigger that I want to test and show you all. Somebody sent books. We've gotten stickers. We've gotten labels for canning things, all kinds of stuff like that. Oh, I did get someone sent a case of quilted, let's see, what is it? Somebody sent a case of quilted like jelly jars. And so here in a couple of weeks, one of my friends and I we're going to go meet with her mom and learn how to make apple butter and can it in the jars. So thank you to that person too. Okay, this one though, this person sent an 8, it is an 8-way, or it's an 8-to-1, I think is what it was called. 8-to-1 vegetable chopper, or 8-in-1, that's what it was, 8-in-1 vegetable chopper. This is the box that it came in. Again, this came from Amazon. So I like to give honest reviews here. My first thoughts on this were that whoever shipped this for Amazon, they literally just put it in a plastic bag. So you can see that the top of the box is a little bit beat up because it was literally just in a plastic bag. Okay, so that's my first. They didn't need to be fancy schmancy. It's weird though, because we got 3 Amazon deliveries that day. 2 of them were for work, things that we had ordered for work, like markers, paint markers for the guys, and I don't know, something else. I forget something else that I had ordered for them. They were like the paint markers. There's this many paint markers. They were in a box this big. So that was a waste in the opposite direction. Anyway, I'm just saying this, yeah, this was just a little, I don't know, I was a little concerned about the box being beat up, but Lily and I went ahead and opened this just to see what this included. We did not try it yet, but Lily and I opened this in the showroom on Saturday just to see what it was. So the details of this are, and Melissa says she has this exact chopper. So this one is an 8-in-1, and I went back and looked on Amazon, and they have 8-in-1, 10-in-1, 12-in-1, and I think one of them was a 15-in-1, but the one that was 15-in-1 looked like the whole thing was like stainless steel. It looked like kind of a heavy duty. So maybe if you're doing a lot of this, maybe look at the stainless steel one. But this one is a 1.2 liter capacity. Don't know if they know this or not. Don't know if this company realizes this or not, but people in the US don't usually talk in liters. Okay, that's another just comment. I happen to know how much a liter is because we used to ship things. We used to sell things that were in liters. It was European, so it was in liters instead of being, it was in metric instead of US. So that's okay. 1.2 liters, and I'll show you what that looks like here in a second. This is dishwasher safe, easy to clean. So Lily and I did soap and water cleanup Saturday again, just so that this would be ready to go for tonight. Interchangeable stainless steel blades. Okay, we'll work on that in a second. Safe to use. Okay, so maybe if you use one of the things, but y'all know, and Deanna's not here so we can talk about it, but y'all know I'm missing this part, like this part of my finger from a mandolin that I had borrowed from a friend. So we'll see about the safe to use. And Lily made me promise not to chop off any appendages tonight since we're trying this live. It is BPA free, non-toxic. It is to slice, cut, chop, and grate vegetables. Lily and I discussed a few other things that it could do, and Lily is an employee here at Casey Kitchen Center, but she loves helping me get stuff ready for If You Have an Egg. So, and I think you all have seen her. She helped me last year. Last year she helped me make two things. We made some arugula pesto. No, we made arugula chimichurri, and I feel like something else, but she helped me make salsa this year. She helped me practice with the salsa. Okay, and it says save time and effort. Okay, so let's get this puppy out. This is what came in the box, and it took us just a second to figure out how some of this worked. So this container must be the 1.2 liters. So I think that's funny. I would call it some kind of cups. So I have not checked yet to see how many, I'm going to call it dry cups, not liquid. So I wouldn't measure this in terms of liquid cups, you know, like water, because you're probably not going to put water in this. But it would be interesting to see how many cups of chopped vegetables, depending on the vegetable and depending on which of these cutting tools that we use it with. We are going to cut some tonight. I bought some to do, hold on. So we're going to mark it all day. We'll suck the water right out of you. I bought a bag of Melissa's Baby Dutch yellow potatoes, and I got these at Aldi when I was checking out the hot honey. These are just regular Baby Dutch yellow potatoes, but I thought it might be easier to test this out with small potatoes. So like this is like the biggest one. And Sarah, yes, we will definitely post a link for this, but that's the biggest potato. I thought it might be easier to test it with something smaller like this than a giant potato, and I wanted all of this testing to be consistent, so every blade will be tested with a potato, no matter what it's for. This is a colander. I guess you're supposed to leave it in here? I don't know. Lily and I couldn't decide, so I'm going to leave it in here. I'm assuming that maybe you would leave it in here if you need to take out the vegetable and rinse it or whatever it is that you're cutting. So I'm going to leave the little colander in there just to see what happens. And then this is the chopping, crunching, whatever kind of gizmo, and it literally just fits on the top of this. So there was nothing fancy, and you can see that just the way it's shaped, so how it's cut underneath this, it just fits right on top of that and kind of stays there. I kept trying to open this. So if you look at the top of this, this to me looked like it should pull back. It doesn't. That stays still. So this is the part that I was, it looked like it needed to slide back. It doesn't slide back. That stays still while this opens. We did kind of look around a little bit and see if we could figure it out. So it looks like you hold this handle, and then if you're going to chop something, that you do this, that this is the chopping motion. I was trying to use this to like pull it down or whatever, but apparently this is just to hold on to for, you know, some kind of security. And so let's look at a couple of different things that come with it. The first one, because I'm not going to do this, so I'm going to show you this first. Apparently this is an egg separator. I'm sorry, let me interrupt myself and just say my only other complaint about the, well, I don't know, we haven't tried it yet, so I don't know if I have any other complaints, but my only other initial complaint is there are no instructions, like none. So Lily and I looked at a couple of YouTube videos. Sorry, Lily looked at TikTok. There's nothing. There are no instructions in this box. So we literally had to do, we just kind of looked at the pictures that were on here, and she found something similar. It wasn't exactly the same on TikTok. looked pretty close, so we looked at those. And Debbie says should have a locking device to lock the lid in place. Let me see. Let's see if Debbie is correct. Debbie is maybe right. Okay, sort of right. Hold on, let's take this out and see if this helps. So it does feel like that something is sliding and locking, but I do not see an actual locking device. So I do not see that. But when I slid it backwards, it did feel like it was on there a little bit more. Okay, so I'm going to put the strainer basket again back in there. I don't know if I need it or not. I have no idea. Melissa says hers doesn't have a strainer. Okay, and Debbie says hers does have a locking device. I don't know, mine doesn't appear to have one, but sliding it backwards, it's holding it on there a little bit better, so maybe that's a good thing. Okay, this first thing we're not going to use tonight, but we did figure out there are two little tabs right here, and they slide into those little tabs. So you slide those in and then just gently push it down, and look, it worked. So it did slide in. This is an egg separator. I have no idea what else you would use this for. You would not use the colander. You would take the colander out. I'm assuming this is to crack an egg, put the egg in there, keep the yolk would stay in. Does that pop right out? Oh, please pop out. Oh, there we go. Woof, woof, woof. I thought this thing's gonna be gone, the first use. So it looks like the yolk would stay in here and the egg white would run out here. So not prepared to check that tonight because you can't do that with the potato, and all I have are potatoes. But is there any other use for this? Can anybody think of any other use for that one? Okay, then this took us a minute. So we really were like, what on earth is this for? Because it just looks like some pokey things, or it looks like, I don't know, it looks like something you would stick Legos on or something. But we did figure out that it goes, and let me see if I can do this again. Oh, nope, that's upside down. Hold on. And again, Lily, oh, it's down this way. Okay, Lily and I didn't really try this. We just looked at it. Okay, so there are those tabs again. I think this needs to be out based on the TikTok videos. There are two little holes right here. So it looks to me like you stick that in the holes. Okay, that worked. And then click that in. So what we thought was that that is to push whatever you're chopping down into whatever. Let's see, that is the lid of mine to push veggies through. Okay, that's what Lily and I assumed that was for. Then it had two, because this is the 8-in-1, not the 10-in-1, not the 12-in-1, and certainly not the 15-in-1. So because this is the 8-in-1, it has 8 little things. So one of the things that it had is a, let me see, I think it might have said on here what size these were, but then again, maybe not. It did not. So this one just looked like a square cutter, a small square cutter, and this one looks like a little bit bigger square cutter. So let's see if it works. Again, we've got the two little tabs sticking out. There are two little slots here, and there's that little indentation right here. That's where we put the top of the egg separator when I put it in there. So we're gonna slide that in there. That popped down very easily. Okay, so wish me the best of luck. Here is a little potato, and if this works like I think it should, okay. Oh, look what it made. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have some fat French fries. That is super cute. Yeah, and Sarah says, can you slice tomatoes with it as a slice and not chop? Well, I'm not doing a tomato tonight, but maybe. Okay, so that seems like that also. This size choppy, let me see, let me just take this out. Let me get something to put this on, just so we can look at these here in a minute. Give me just a second. I didn't plan on wanting to be able to look at these things side by side. So here's the big choppy. Okay, so I'm gonna put these in one of these Tausi bowls. Cute. So I'm thinking tomorrow I'm gonna be having, I don't know, French fries, air fryer French fries. Okay, so there's the big one. Okay, then I'm gonna put this back on top, and I'm gonna take, this is the small one. Sorry, this is the small one. I am going to, hello Sylvia. Oh, Sylvia's out of town at a softball tournament. Good luck. Good luck, hope you win. Okay, so little tabs. We're gonna stick them in here at the little tabs, and I will say you have to put, so I just discovered, I did it accidentally the first time, you have to put this down and use this, keep this little ridge, this little rim up, okay? Well, Sarah, okay, longer, yeah, because you need a bigger potato. My potatoes are, so Sarah said she likes her potatoes longer. Sarah, since this was an experiment, I bought these little tiny potatoes. Okay, I wasn't gonna waste some huge potatoes. I think I paid like $2.49 for this whole bag of small potatoes at Aldi. So yeah, so that's why they're small. Okay, so this one, wait, let me see if I've got a bigger one, because that's an awfully big, that is an awfully big slice through. Okay, here's a big one, a decent sized one. Okay, so just make sure you take your fingers out. And Carol Lou says she puts the items to cut on their side, not standing up. I think if it was a bigger potato, I would do that. But since these are so small, I'm only standing them up just so I can get them long, okay? Okay, so here, cute. So here's the fatter one. So here's what the smaller one looked like. Here's what the bigger one looks like. Okay, so I'm gonna put those over there. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, so though that's it for the choppy ones. So what are, for those of you who have these, what are some other things that you chop in these? I'm thinking this one, this smaller one, I'm thinking this would be really good for eggs. Like when I want to make egg salad or just dice, you know, some eggs to put on something. Probably would have been good for the zucchini and the squash when it was coming in. Okay. Now for the part that I'm worried about. Ooh, Debbie likes it for onions. That's a great idea. Okay, this is the part that I'm a little bit concerned about when it said it was safe to use. And me remembering my, you know, my finger. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other attachments that seem to go here in the top. Plus this little thing. What is this for? Somebody please tell me what this is for. Is this for cleaning out this? That? Okay. I don't know what that's for. We'll find out. They did seem to include a safety gadget with little things to hold it with. But I also have one of the gloves that I was supposed to have been wearing when I used the killer, sorry, I'm looking at this and trying to talk to you all at the same time. When I was trying to use the killer mandolin. So this first one popped right in. There's a little groove right here to help pop it out. But there are those little tab things again. There are little holes right here. So slide that in, click it down. This one, we decided was for like garlic or something soft like that. So I don't think this is going to be for a potato, but I'm willing to try it anyway. So if this is for a potato, I tell you what, even though that's just plastic, just because I don't want to injure myself, you know, live, it's doing something. So Lily and I were thinking that it would be good for garlic, but whatever it's doing, I know, Debbie. Okay, so if you wanted some absolutely shredded potatoes, then maybe you could use that. I'm going to say that's not a good use of that, because I just barely got any shredded potatoes. So I think Lily is correct. I think, ooh, a zester. Ooh, Lynn, could you use that like for lime or lemon zest? So Lynn says she thinks this is a zester. I think you are correct. This did not work well for a potato, but that would be great for lemon or, oh yeah, okay, so Debbie says garlic, turmeric, I never can say that right, turmeric root, or a lemon or lime zester. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I think you all are all over it on that. I think that would be great for that. Okay, then out of here, let's just see which one pops out next. Ooh, Vicky said a cheese grater? Maybe. So maybe we'll try cheese another day. Okay, this looks like it's a little crinkle cut thing. So again, that popped in really easily. So I'm gonna take the same potato, and I have on my safety glove, or you can use this. So if I had a bigger potato, I don't think I can get a hold of that, maybe. Oh, I can. Is this actually doing anything? Ooh, it did. Okay, but since this is not a big potato, I got to the little safety thing before I got done with the potato. So let me just take a few more little swipes off of there. Let me get another one. Let's see how this turns out. Okay, that seems pretty sharp. That seems pretty sharp. Let's see what this turned out. Ooh, look. Oh my goodness. Look, it made crinkle cuts. So if I had put regularly sliced potatoes in there, oh my goodness. Okay, so for like crinkle cut fries, or you could do this with zucchini or squash, or some, I know I do need a zucchini. I know, where are all the zucchini that I had like 2 weeks ago? Okay, awesome, yeah, so this one is for crinkle cut. Okay, I'm gonna say that one works well. Let's get those out of there, and let's speed it up a little bit because we have like 9 minutes left. Okay, let's see what the next one is. So let's pop this out. Okay, so that was a crinkle cut one. This one looks like some kind of a little julienne thing. Yes, waffle fries. Ooh yeah, sweet potato waffle fries. That would be awesome. Okay. So let's use this and see what we can get. Yeah, these may not be big enough. So the potatoes that I have may not be big enough to use the actual safety device. So I'm just going to get another potato. So I'm going to suggest not doing these wee baby potatoes, but do some that are an actual, you know, usable size. But again, this was just for testing to see what would happen. So this one is, let's see what it's doing. Teeny tiny French fries. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am very easily amused, in case you all have not noticed that. Okay, with a regularly sized potato, that would work so well. Okay, let's see what the next one does. Okay, so that's one of them. This one, this next one, and we only have 2 more. This next one is the dreaded mandolin blade that did cut off part of my finger last year. That's been an entire year ago, if y'all can believe that. So I do have on the safety glove. I think I'm going to go ahead and try the little safety thing. It seems pretty sharp. I think this is not that expensive. I cannot remember when I looked it up online. I want to say it was like $19, $20, something like that. Okay, let's see how these turned out. So this one, I believe, is just that straight mandolin, and it is. So here we have some super thin, just regular, regular potato slices. And let's get this last one out here. We only have just a few minutes left. Okay. And Lily was the one that suggested that I use a spoon to pop these back out so that I don't accidentally cut my finger off trying to get them back out. She's a smart girl. She's only 17, but she is a smart cookie. Okay, this one looks like it's going to be an even smaller julienne fry, but let's see, and let's start with the safety thing. And again, if these were bigger vegetables, yeah. So I'm thinking I'm going to have potatoes, what is this, not 8 different ways, but 6 different ways in the air fryer tomorrow. Let's see. Okay, a couple more swipes, and then let's see how this one turned out. They're so tiny. Look how tiny. These little teeny tiny. Those are like hash browns. So I'm gonna say this tiniest one is for hash brown potatoes, you know, or whatever kind of a vegetable. Exactly, Melissa. Yeah, whatever kind of a vegetable that you're trying to do, that's what that one is for. Okay, so whoever sent this, again, thank you. I appreciate it. This has been fun. I have loved testing this. So the cleaning ladies are coming tomorrow, and they're going to be like, oh great, somebody sent her another toy with 800 parts that we're going to have to clean. You're welcome, Rhonda. You're going to have 800 different parts to clean. So I'm gonna try whipping this up tomorrow in the air fryer. Yes, Melissa, that would be a great idea to add them to a salad. Excuse me, so fun. Look at the little ridges it made. So we have all the different little patterns that it made in the potatoes. Super, super fun. Okay, I'm liking this thing, so whoever sent it, thank you very much. This is fun. I think this is going to be fun to try out and use, and now I wish I had some more zucchini. Okay, if you are watching this on YouTube, please go ahead and let that next video roll over, because I promise it will be something just as fun as this. Yeah, and go ahead and click that little bell so that you'll know when it is time for our next video, when our next video comes out. The rest of you have a fantastic week. Thank you all so much for being here. Yeah, this is going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm going to have trouble working tomorrow because I'm just going to want to play with this and all the potatoes that I have left. But you all have a fantastic week. Thanks again for letting me play, and I'll see y'all next time. Good night.